What's up everybody, Kinetic here and welcome back to The Division. Agents, I've got some great news for you guys. Those upcoming gear sets for the April 12th patch 1.1 update. We have new details about exactly what these sets do. You may remember the names: the Striker's Battlegear, Path of the Nomad, Tactician's Authority, and Sentry's Call are the first 4 gear sets that are being added to the Division. I say the first 4 because no doubt that they're planning to add more gear sets over time. Now this was posted over at the Division Twitter and it didn't contain much information. I haven't seen a post on the official site either. I guess they figured this is kind of self-explanatory and doesn't really need a lot of commentary behind it. Well, I'm going to give it some commentary, damn it, because I think that it needs it. Alright, so we're going to start things off by taking a look at the Striker's Battlegear. Now, if you're unfamiliar with how gear sets work, basically you need to wear a certain number of the pieces to activate their powers. So it starts things off here with set bonus 2. That means you have to wear 2 pieces, any 2 pieces of this gear set. And once you do, then you'll activate the power of plus 20% enemy armor damage. Now, for the most part, enemy armor damage is more useful in PvE situations, especially, for example, in challenge mode missions, and no doubt this will be also very helpful for tackling the challenge mode incursions coming up. The 3-piece set bonus is 100% critical hit damage. This is actually a really nice addition to the Striker's Battlegear set, I think, because there's a lot of crit hit chance potential through mods in our weapons and things like that, and there's crit hit damage as well, but a lot of it is housed in our armor pieces. So if we're taking off our armor pieces to put on gear set pieces, then it totally makes sense to go ahead and add this bonus, I think, especially to an assault rifle build, or an SMG build, or even a shotgun build. The third set bonus is going to require 4 pieces, and it says Talent Shooter. So each of these gear sets have a very special and unique talent that each of them has that cannot be found anywhere else in the game. So for the Striker's Battlegear, we have Shooter. Every consecutive hit deals 1% more damage. So every bullet that hits its target is going to add a bonus damage multiplier of 1%. Stacks up to 100%. So after 100 consecutive hits from bullets in your gun, then you're now going to be dealing 100% more damage from that point forward. Missing shots, however, drops the bonus by 2%. So this is actually, I really like that they added this, because this is going to reward accuracy and really skillful play rather than just sloppy shooting with your AK all over the place and, you know, spraying and praying. That's not going to benefit you very much with the Striker's Battlegear. Bonus is reduced by 1% every second. So, like I said, in theory, you should be able to go ahead and stack up to 100% bonus damage, but missing shots is going to reduce it by 2%, and there's also going to be a natural decline in damage every second by 1%. The Striker's Battlegear set, I think, is going to benefit especially those people that are playing with assault rifles, SMGs, and shotguns, and is going to reward skillful play. This is also going to no doubt reward anybody who's modding their guns for more stability and accuracy and things like that, so that way they're not spraying bullets all over the place, even when they are trying to aim correctly at their target. So you guys with your vectors might want to make sure that you're modding your vector as tight as possible to make sure your bullets aren't spraying all over the place. I feel bad for anybody using a Liberator as an assault rifle. Get yourself, like for example, a nice black market AK and mod it for, you know, maybe some more horizontal stability and regular stability, things like that. As far as shotguns go, I'm pretty sure that it's not going to require every single pellet to make contact with the enemy, but if you go ahead and hit your target, and maybe that would be the easiest gun to wield for this this bonus, this talent, as long as you're hitting and you can't really miss with a shotgun, I think, then you'll be fine. Alright, so moving on, we've got Path of the Nomad, and this was also dubbed as the, quote, Dark Zone set, which made a lot of people think, what the hell does that mean, Dark Zone set? And so all sorts of crazy theories started to spiral out of that. So now we can see that starting with a 2-piece bonus, we're going to get plus 50% to scavenging, which is a pretty interesting start. I think that makes sense because most people are in the dark zone because they're looking for loot, right? The 3-piece set bonus is plus 20% health on kill, and this is also going to be very useful, I think, especially for anyone that might be running in a smaller group or maybe even running solo in the dark zone if you're fighting a larger crowd or even just fighting elites in general. Getting plus 20% to your health on kill is going to help sustain you as you're going in long engagements. And the 4-piece set bonus is going to have our talent Nomad. When receiving fatal damage, you are instead healed to full health. This bonus can only occur once every 10 minutes. This is by far the most surprising talent out of the 4 here for our gear sets. A talent that basically auto-revives you, or doesn't even allow you to go down, I suppose, in the first place. You're instead going to be healed to full. That is insanely powerful right there, and for any rogues that are running around trying to kill people that are wearing Path of the Nomad, it's probably going to be really frustrating to see them suddenly healed to full health. But I mean, the same can be said true conversely, right? Anybody that's hunting rogues, like a group of 3 against 1 rogue or something like that, they might have him trapped, they burn him down, or they think they do, then suddenly he heals up to full. That's going to make for some, like, fists in the air shaking moments like, damn it! My overall view on the Path of the Nomad set, it's not really what I was expecting, but then again, I was kind of keeping my expectations low at the same time, but it makes sense, I suppose. Like I said, it's the Dark Zone set, as it's been called, allowing you to have a higher chance through scavenging to get rewarded, allowing you to sustain your health better by killing enemies, 20% there, and yeah, definitely taking the fatal damage from that random sniper that you didn't see maybe in the corner while fighting some elites that gets a headshot on you. You've got a safety net there now, and so you can have a second chance at wiping out that party. Next up, we have Tactician's Authority. This was also dubbed with kind of its own little subtitle called the Support Set or the Skill Power Build. And we can already see Skill Power built directly right into it, starting with the set bonuses. 2-piece bonus plus 4,000 skill power. That is a really powerful bonus right there. Up to this point, I've seen a single piece of gear that maybe can house somewhere around 2,000 skill power or something like that. 4,000 skill power is also quite nice indeed. 3-piece bonus, plus 20% skill haste, which basically means it's going to ensure that your skills are on cooldown for a shorter amount of time, right? And the 4-piece set bonus has the talent Tactician's Authority. Every 60,000 damage your group deals adds 1% skill power to you for a maximum of 100% bonus. Bonus is reduced by 1% every second your group isn't dealing damage. So this is kind of similar to the shooter talent over on the Striker's Battlegear set. We're getting bonus damage for essentially being in combat and connecting with hits. When it comes to Tactician's Authority, I think it's pretty safe to say that most people could have guessed what kind of bonuses these were. For example, the skill power and skill haste just totally makes sense for any kind of skill or support build. And that talent of every 60,000 damage, you'll be able to fill that up in no time. I mean, I'm able to do 50,000 easily on my AK just by myself with a single bullet headshot to an enemy. Anyone wearing Tactician's Authority is probably going to be stacking that 100% damage bonus in a very short time. Fourth and finally, we have Sentry's Call. This was also dubbed as the Precision set or the Marksman set. And so here we can see the bonuses, starting with the 2-piece plus 30% headshot damage. Set bonus of 3 pieces has plus 20% damage to elites, and the 4-piece bonus has the Stalker talent. Headshots mark the enemy, increasing the damage inflicted on the target by 15% for a duration of 10 seconds each. A target can receive up to 3 marks. So obviously as a marksman, you're going for headshots, and in fact everybody should be going for headshots. It actually is quite shocking to me when I see various videos around YouTube of people that are spraying tons of bullets into the body instead of aiming for the head. People, please, for your sake and everybody else's, go for headshots, please. I'm a little disappointed in the 3-piece bonus that it's damage to elites here. I mean, we have the plus 20% over on the Striker's Battlegear set that is enemy armor damage. I honestly think that there should have been like the talents that we see from guns that most marksmen are going for, things like balanced or accuracy or something like that. It's something, you know, to add to their precision ability would have made for a better and more suitable set bonus. Still, plus 20% damage to elites is going to be very, very powerful, I think, for challenge modes, certainly, and definitely for incursions. And talking about the Stalker talent, the headshots that mark enemies, it sounds an awful lot like the character talent that on headshot pulses enemies, but instead this one is a stackable bonus up to 3 marks at 15% each, 45% increased damage for 10 seconds. Now the interesting thing to kind of question is, does that 10 seconds reset with every stack, or does it add on to itself? Can that be up to 30 seconds, or how does that work exactly? I guess we'll find out. So there you have it, agents. There are the bonuses and unique talents to the 4 upcoming gear sets that are being added to patch 1.1 here in the Division on April 12th. It's really fun and interesting to see gear sets being added to the Division, and no doubt this is already changing the way we think about going into PvE and PvP for incursions and for Dark Zone. It's also going to be very exciting to see what new gear sets they're inevitably going to come out for our agents here in the Division. And if anybody is watching this video that happens to work or knows somebody that happens to work on this game, for the love of RNGesus, can we please get more stash space? Because I am not looking forward to trying to find a way to cram these gear sets into my stash. Please don't make me deconstruct things in order to be able to fit these sets into my stash. Don't make me level characters just to house extra items. Please increase our stash space before it becomes a major issue. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any thoughts or questions or comments in general, please let me know down in the comment section of this video. Click the like button to support these Division videos here on my channel. I've got more news updates, more guides and builds and all sorts of things coming up here in the very near future. Thanks again for watching. My name is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time.